You look like someone who wants to make a difference.
Hey, you're dead sick, aren't you? Great timing. I need a hand with something.
Perhaps. What's the situation?
Right, okay. So I went to the Kellys for some money problems. Worst mistake I've ever made. Now I'm basically their slave until I pay off my debt. Could you help me get out of this mess?
All right. We'll see what we can do.
All right, so this is actually one of the simpler recruitments.
Clan Kelly will bleed our new friend dry if we don't do something. This particular construction site is a money laundering front for a Kelly chapter out of Camden Market. Any record of the debt would be stored there.
Okay.
Yes, Watch Dogs Legion, starring the spiderbot.
Transfer complete.
And Natalie Sen belongs to DedSec.
Good news. Your debt to the Kellys has been wiped, so you're free. Next time, try not to let the gangsters balance your books,
Really? Wow. Thanks so much. To be honest, I wasn't sure what to expect with you lot. But DedSec's really not as bad as everyone says.
DedSec could always use more people. Interested?
Sounds like a blast. I'm in.
To approve the use of lethal force for Albion contractors, CEO Nigel Cass had this to say.
DedSec terrorists will quickly find that Albion, unlike the police force of this city, is battle-tested and proven in the field.
The Prime Minister's office has called this shoot-to-kill mandate a drastic but necessary...
You joined at the right time. Here, your new optic.
No turning back now. It's goodbye to normal life. Friends, family, DedSec's a full-time thing.
Look around. Sirs and Albion have just invented a new normal.
Yeah, it's all messed up. And I want to help. But I have a life. It'll be tough to give it up.
I won't lie, we're all making sacrifices. But protecting what you love is always worth it.
Yep. All right. I'm ready.
Welcome to the Resistance.
Cheers.
Right. Welcome aboard, etc., etc. I'll give you the speech later. Right now, we need you and your big, strong drone friend to get on top of SRS HQ and steal a server. Think you can handle that?
There in a flash.
Nice. So now, how do I steal this? Oh, I can just grab it. Alright, cool. Surprisingly, the drone is going a bit faster. I have a theory. I think the workers, the construction workers, have better drones. Like, this feels a bit faster than the regular drones. Might be just in my mind, but we'll see.
Okay, you're good to go. The server's loaded up in your vehicle. Careful you don't go drive it in the Thames or something.
It might shock you to learn that I know how to drive. Thanks.
What is this thing? Oh, reconstruction. Interesting.
CTOS AR. Data reconstruction in progress.
This will do. Remain in the area until I've downloaded enough data to the server. Download complete. I need a wider sample of data, so I'm pushing you the coordinates to a new location.
Okay. Let's go to Buckingham Palace now. Let's do some sightseeing. Not because I want to, because the mission says, by the way. Oh man, so many people. Come on, get out of the way, guys. Look at them. It's like they want to die.
Look at this. It's compiling data from the surveillance infrastructure. Nearby CTOS drones, civilian optics, CCTV, and then it assembles those scraps into what happened in this location 24 hours ago. Fantastic.
The Brits drive on the wrong side of the road. Everybody knows that. Alright, so AR reconstruct once again.
CTOS AR. Data reconstruction in progress.
Alright, scraping data from optics, CTOS cameras, microphones, laptops. Say, do you reckon SRS uses this to watch people shag? Fucking hell, do they use it for anything but watching people shag?
Oh man, Bagley has got the right idea.
Uninvited guests.
Well, shit. Can you do anything to lose your new friends? Maybe invite them to a pottery night or overshare something personal. Whatever you do, just get to the last location in one piece.
My God. All right.
Transfer complete. I'm missing one last data set. Pushing you the coordinates to the location now.
Let's do this one more time.
CTOS AR. Data reconstruction in progress.
Oh, there is a drone coming.
Still being attacked here.
Don't let the drones destroy the server before I'm done. Get out of the lorry and take care of them. Shoot them, throw rocks at them, destroy them psychologically with cyberbullying. Just keep them busy until the transfer's complete.
Destroy them psychologically with cyberbullying. Sure, why not? There's nothing really interesting to do while you're driving. So it actually, I'm actually resorting to causing my own mayhem.
Lug around this server forever, and we should probably wipe our prints off it anyway.
Go on.
I'll overload the CPUs to cause a power spike and destroy the battery unit. The electromagnetic pulse should destroy both the server and the drones. So, you know, run!
Oh, Jesus, now you tell me? Thanks a lot, Bagley. EMP blast imminent. Let's actually watch. Oh, nice. All the drones and electronics down. Look at that guy running scared. Come on, it was an EMP blast, man. It wasn't an actual explosion.
Wow, that was fun, wasn't it? We pulled off a heist, made life a bit harder for the tyrants of the world, and most importantly, I got a new toy to play with. Now, run along back to the safe house. Sabine wants you and your new teammates for a briefing.
Well done, team. It's good to see the safe house filling up again. The only way we're going to keep London from falling into total oppression is by rebuilding the resistance. We need to recruit, train, build back our arsenal. The people are itching to rise up and take their city back. We just need to show them that DedSec are fighting along with them.
I agree. This city is being picked apart by scavengers and they must be stopped.
And what about Albion? Don't tell me you haven't noticed them turning the city into a war zone.
Meanwhile, Clan Kelly has risen to the top like rotten cream. They need to be brought down.
Fair, but remember that this zero-day hacker group is still out there. They took out DedSec once, and it's a good bet they'll try again. I believe they were responsible for the bombings and framed DedSec. With your help, I plan to get to the bottom of this mystery.
I'd say that's a full docket. Enough talk. Let's unfuck London.
I found a lead that may help us unravel more about Zero Day and the bombings we ate shit for. I've picked up an encrypted signal from the Tone conference site that's been broadcasting on a loop since the night of the bombing. Go investigate. You might even get to try out that fancy new AR tech we stole. I mean, creatively shared.
I don't much care for walking around this place. It feels like an open-air morgue.
The bombing was months ago, and yet they've done nothing to restore this site. Strange, considering the building is meant to be under repair. Not at all suspicious.
More than a bit suspect. Bags, what am I looking for?
Any kind of device or component that could still be emitting the signal. It seems to be coming from within the rubble.
Let's distract him for a minute. Look at your mobile phone. See, that's why my mother says you should not always look at your mobile phone. Things like that can happen. Spiderbot attacks. Obviously not what my mother had in mind. Right, so that's the thing we need to retrieve. Interesting. That's like a spiderbot leg. So what now?
What the hell? This is it. The signal is coming from this spiderbot fragment. No indication yet who it belongs to.
The little fellow's taken a walloping. What's it doing here?
Difficult to say, but with an AR reconstruction, we may be able to see what happened to it and if it relates to the attack. Access data relays in the vicinity, and I can compile enough data to build the AR reconstruction.
Let's hack this.
That should do it. Now I'll just take the audio from this stream and the video from these 36 and... got it. Go back to where you found that spiderbot and I'll show you the AR reconstruction from the night of the explosion.
Noted.
Okay, let's reconstruct the scene. See what happened.
CTOS AR. Data reconstruction in progress.
You brought the payload?
What, think we'd go back here?
Don't trust the Kelly dog.
Alright, analyze.
Wait, seriously? The Kellys are behind the bombings?
Looks to me like someone was meeting with their dealer, which in this case would be the Kellys.
But who was their contact? She didn't seem to know them. So if she's not a Kelly, could she be part of Zero Day?
Well, don't just stand there, keep looking.
Oh, analyze this, okay.
Hey, Bags, can you figure out who was running the spiderbot?
I've now fully decrypted the signal the spiderbot is broadcasting, and while I cannot identify a specific user, it is a call code used by the Metropolitan Police Service.
The cops were watching? Oh, now that is an interesting little wrinkle.
And they disappear.
Behind that rubble.
Guess I'll just open up a quantum tunnel and warp through?
Quantum tunnel technology is at least 10 years away, but spiderbots and drones are here today. You could try one of those if you don't feel like waiting.
Good call.
Oh man, I love playing as a spiderbot. Oh man, people with arachnophobia though, they might not be able to play this game, considering how much you use them.
Why don't you aim those human eyeballs of yours at the van's cargo?
Noted.
Alright, analyze.
RDX nitrogen, and the exact same detonator system like the bombs that were planted at Parliament.
That is Zero Day's signature.
There, hurry. We've got all the deliveries.
So you were hired to supply all the targets? Shut it, we're all on need to know.
Whoa, so Zero Day used a bunch of different crews to pull off the bombings.
That's certainly one way to pull off a massive coordinated attack while remaining anonymous. Zero Day needed manpower and resources, but they needed them at an arm's length. And it doesn't take the world's greatest AI detective to see that both Clan Kelly and Albion benefited in the aftermath. Unfortunately, this is the most we can get out of the AR reconstruction. But if we could find the mystery officer who was spying through the spiderbot, maybe they could tell us more.
Alright, let's escape together.
Tracing the spiderbot's serial number, it was assigned to New Scotland Yard 3 years ago. Perhaps more information about its user or its assignment will be available at the station.
The bloody police had a tail on the real bombers and they didn't even say anything. They could have cleared DedSec's name.
The only way to know for sure is to investigate New Scotland Yard.
Alright, there's Scotland Yard. We need to search for evidence in there. Let me first check. I think we might have uniformed access, yes, for Albion.
I hope this isn't a bad time, but we need your particular skill set for something.
All right then.
Alright, so she can just casually stroll in there.
Albion certainly made themselves at home.
And the entire police service. But don't worry, if you're not pleased with your privatized goon squad, just take your business across the street.
I was never much of a fan of the Met, but I can't say I was itching to see them replaced with war criminals either.
Not to worry, the only difference now is the uniform, assault weapons, and the fact they're motivated by profit over public service. Now, any record or information on the spiderbot will be further in.
Nice, and we are in. Alright, looks like it's in here.
Well, is this it, our spiderbot?
According to the serial numbers, this matches the piece of spiderbot from the Tone bombing site.
Good, be a dear and work out who last used it.
Navigate the spiderbot from out of that room. I'll need a direct connection in order to learn more from our bisected friend.
On it.
So I need to hijack it, right?
That opening
Yes,
right
nice.
there looks like a good exit point.
Oh, Jesus.
Right, get comfy. This spiderbot might be broken and missing some of its legs, but it can still jump and fit through vents. That's a good way to get through the station undetected. That's a part of the remote detonator system from Parliament. If the Met, or Albion rather, actually analysed it, they would see it wasn't DedSec's handiwork at all.
And there we are. Yes. Nice.
Got it.
Scanning spiderbot and accessing its internal drives. While I'm analysing this data, you should make yourself scarce. Unless you'd like to explain to your new, heavily armed, privatised police force why you've broken into the station.
Fine.
Oh, somebody sees me though. That's not good.
Night-night.
Casually strolling out with my Albion contact.
The spiderbot fragment you found has a satellite-based GPS module that regularly pushed its location to a specific ground station.
We're this far down the breadcrumb trail, we might as well keep following it.
Pushing you the ground station's coordinates.
By the way, did you notice how clean those windows there were? For a second there, I thought there weren't any windows. Walked right into them, like a dummy that I am. Out of my way. Oh man, this never gets old. Directing cars around. Oh, wait a sec.
I'm detecting a surveillance network guarding a space under this bridge. If you can patch into it, perhaps you can take a look inside. The GPS history of the spiderbot we recovered regularly pings these coordinates. Our mystery witness to the real bombers must have come to this lovely, damp location several times.
Good place to hold the world's least pleasant dinner party.
Or to discreetly dump a body into the Thames.
Am I actually trespassing in here? It doesn't show as a red.
Incredible. There's some kind of secret police bunker down here, like a, what's the opposite of a serial killer's basement?
Well, if Albion was stopping all over your workplace, you'd find a different place to store your lunch too. And it seems our mystery officer was dedicated.
But what were they working on that led them to the Tone bombing?
The computer's dusty enough to kill an asthmatic, but there may still be something useful on it.
This is Inspector Caitlin Lau. Well, former inspector now. Since Albion's coup, the Met is no more. The police brass had already buried the evidence anyway. Everything implicating Albion and Clan Kelly in the bombings. But I know Mary Kelly's band of twats were involved, and they're involved in other crimes we can look into. Me and a few good mates are willing to go off book, going after Mary Kelly again. I'll never fucking learn, will I?
Okay, what can we download from here? Interesting.
Inspector Caitlin Lau, video log. Clan Kelly and Albion are teamed up on some deal. I don't have all the details, but it looks to be human trafficking. The European Processing Center is the Albion angle. Since the bombings, they can grab anyone off the street. Call them illegal immigrants, potential DedSec insurgents, whatever. Though we know who the real danger is. So, Clan Kelly gets hold of these people, these immigrants, deportees, victims, really, and they're taking them somewhere. But where and why? It all comes back to the boss lady herself. I knew she was into something, but she wriggled off the hook. There's only one way I can do this. 24/7 surveillance on Mary Kelly. If I'm caught, well, this will be my last entry. But I have to see what she's hiding.
And I guess she got caught.
So our mystery officer was Inspector Caitlin Lau. It sounds like Mary Kelly was her white whale, and her investigation led her to the bombings.
Oh, good. Albion is working with Clan Kelly. For a second there, I was worried they couldn't possibly get any worse.
It seems like 0 Days Web covers all of the unsavory bits of London. Tug on a thread, and it leads back to them. Clan Kelly and Albion included.
But we can't very well allow people to be snatched off the streets. We have to do something.
Inspector Lau mentioned Albion is running their part of the operation out of the EPC. Detectives like us call that a lead.
Kelly chapter started. Oh, interesting. So the game is kind of divided into clans, sort of speaking, like...
Albion Clan Kelly business leaves a bad taste in my mouth. And if Caitlin Lau's right, then this little nugget jumps to the front of the queue. We have reason to believe a former DedSec operative may still be alive, but missing inside the EPC.
Angel Lopez, not London-born, but I won't hold that against him, unlike some others.
Looks like Angel got caught up in the immigration roundup, which, ironically, may be the only reason he escaped 0 Days DedSec purge.
Anti-immigrant sentiment has grown in London since the bombings. Albion fuels it. It allows them to send anyone they want to their brutal refugee camp.
We need to find Angel before they discover he's DedSec. This is kind of personal, team. But finding his trail might just shed some light on the Albion Clan Kelly connection.
EPC. Well, at the very least, we can assume he's still in the UK. Deportations are backlogged to all hell.
I've sent the details to your device and advised our contact at the EPC. they can get you inside. So, I've delved more into Caitlin Lau's investigation, and an enormous number of missing person cases centre around the EPC. The inspector was definitely onto something.
Let's get in touch with our contact. It won't end well for Angel if Albion finds out he's DedSec.
Got Bagley summons. I've already taken care of your entry. Get you in quick and quiet.
This is all off the books, I trust?
No worries, I'll spoof. But come meet me on the rooftop. The only place here that doesn't smell like piss. Got some info for you.
The European Processing Centre. It processes deportees by stacking them up in squalid conditions and forgetting about them. But hey, it's to protect London, right?
There's our contact.
What exactly is going on here?
This place is worse than a prison camp. Every day I see people come through here, torn from their homes and their families. But I'd rather stay and keep an eye on things. Maybe help out once in a while. Like now.
God, this is bleak. You could vanish off the face of the earth in this place and no one would ever notice.
Yeah, well, people have been disappearing. Records say they have been processed, but it doesn't add up. No one ever properly leaves. And with the Kellys prowling around like fucking hyenas, I am not too optimistic about the people slipping through the cracks.
Mary Kelly pokes her misshapen head up once again. What isn't this woman involved with?
Truth. Now, about your missing guy. The best place to start would be the EPC database. They keep a record of everyone that comes in. And be careful. Nothing wrong here, I swear it.
Pushing the location of the EPC database on your optic.
Right, so now let's download the data. I also love how the spiderbot looks, like in general. I mean, this might not have been the best choice on Ubisoft's part for people with arachnophobia, but...
Go on, Bagley. Tell me you found something.
I have. His file has been deleted from the main database, along with hundreds of others. Still very detailed. Even when committing crimes against humanity, the government doesn't skimp on paperwork. Here is a recording labelled Exit Interview.
You know what we do with terrorists, Lopez? Don't go pissing me off by denying anything. We know you're with DedSec. You think you were picked up on some random sweep? Not a fucking chance. Nothing to say. Well, this is not going to go well for you then, because I want information. The rest of your cell, where are they? I want names, places, everything you've got.
You think I'm daft? I spill everything I know and what? You let me go? I'm not talking. I know how this ends.
Oh, I don't think you do. I'm going to throw you to the wolves. The Kellys have an interesting way of disposing with problems.
You think I'm scared of some fucking thugs? Of winding up floating in the dams? Fuck you.
You're too pretty for that, mate. First, they'll peddle you. For dosh, right? Then, when you're used up, they're going to chop you up and send the pieces to the four corners.
I can take whatever you've got.
I almost feel sorry for you. Get him to the bloody clinic, then.
Shit. They knew he was DedSec the whole time. This doesn't look good for Angel.
The clinic keeps government service hours, which means it's closed. We'll have to find Angel the old-fashioned way and hack their CTOS hub.
Oh, we still have to go do something in here.
Limbo, horrible living conditions, unexplained disappearances. It's almost as if the media are deliberately ignoring the situation here in favor of... Oh, look here, Beatrice Stokely, 89, recently took up kickboxing to fill up her days. Fascinating. If the EPC is a typical example of how humans treat each other, I'd say a benevolent AI overlord is a step up, wouldn't you?
Hey, shut your mouth or whatever the equivalent is for you AIs.
Yeah, damn it, Bagley. He talks a lot. Alright, let's do this. Oh yes, I love Bagley too, man. I'm just saying sometimes he talks a lot.
I have reconstructed an AR scene of Angel's examination. You can view it inside the clinic.
Brilliant.
What is this thing? Oh yeah, reconstruct, so we're gonna watch what happened. Nice. I would love for this technology
data reconstruction in progress
to actually become reality. That would be fun.
Maybe I can help you out.
Okay.
Fuck, what was that? They injected him with some kind of thingy. We've got to look into this.
Some kind of thingy. Okay. Alright, analyze Bagley.
Facial analysis matches for both. They're part of Mary Kelly's little pack. So, Inspector Lau was right after all. Clank Kelly and Albion are in bed together. What a shit orgy that would be. Microchips, coated with biocompatible glass to prevent rejection.
A microchip? But what's it do? Collect biometrics? Or maybe it's just a tracker?
No, these are more sophisticated. If I had to guess, I would say they were designed to deliver a dose of some unknown compound. Not the kind of thing you find at your local corner shop. I could reconstruct the path he took if you want to see how this cliffhanger gets resolved.
Let's follow. He might have gotten away.
Yep, let's... Oh man, that was a good throw. Alright, does he get away? Let's see.
Fuck! He's getting away! Get after him!
Shit, they're catching up on him. Come on, Angel.
Fuckers!
Oh, okay.
Go, go! You can do it, Angel!
Yes, come on, hologram. Let's cheer for the hologram. Oh, they got him.
We don't have a match yet. She's gonna kill us.
No, it's fine. As long as he's not damaged, there'll be no waste. Demand's high with the new network.
Guess you're right. Let's tube him, get him in the van and out to the incinerator.
Oh, that was a brutal scene, by the way. Oh, Jesus.
Oh my god!
Yikes.
I guess that chip wasn't just some tracking thing then, huh?
For sure. Hey, that microchip was triggered. Clan Kelly's up to some shit, and we've got to do something. Maybe we can still save Angel.
We need to find him. See what they did to him. And what that fucking microchip is all about.
Seems like advanced technology for Mary Kelly and her band of thugs to be waving around. Could Mary be part of a scary dark web hacker group like, say, oh, I don't know, pick one, 0 Day?
Interesting theory, Bagley, but hold your investigation algorithms for the moment, will you? Angel needs us.
The incinerator they mentioned is probably the Southwark incinerator. It's practically right round the corner.